Welcome everyone. In today's video I will show you how to set up a basic Samsite and a smart Samsite. So let's get started. First off, we're going to use the power output of the test generator to the switch electric input. Then the output of the switch is going to the input of the electrical branch, and then the branch out will going to be the power input of the Samsite. If we're going to test it out, you will see that it's not working. That's because the branch is not yet set up. So if we're going to a branch and then we convert, we need to give it an amount of power, and the Samsite is required to use 25 of power. So when we set it to 25, you will notice that it has a green light now. When it's green light, you know the Samsite is active and will shoot everything, minicopters and projectiles, that is higher than the Samsite itself. So this was the basic setup, but to make it a bit more useful is by disconnecting this line and reconnect the power output to the electric input of the smart switch, and reconnect the output of the smart switch to the power in of the branch, and it will work as same. The amount is still the same, 25, that is at least necessary, and it will work too. And what's the difference? The basic switch will only work when you are in game, and the smart switch will work in game but also work on the Rust Plus app. That can be handy when you fly back to base and you don't want to be shot by your own Samsite, of course. So the next step is how to make a notification when the Samsite is fired or destroyed. So let's first set up it when it's fired. That's quite simple. We're going to use the smart alarm for it. Replace the smart alarm where you want, but not in range of the Samsite, because everyone can destroy your smart alarm and then you never will receive a notification of it. There are a couple of options that you can use. First one has target. So when the Samsite detects a minicopter or a projectile of MLRS, it will send one power to the smart alarm, as example. It has only one power output when it detects, and that's the same for low ammo and no ammo. So on this point, that means that you cannot have like an electrical branch or something else between this line. Another point, this will not work when the Samsite have only 25 of power, because the Samsite itself uses already 25, so there is no power left to use the other options. So when we go in here and we fill 26 of power, it will notice when the Samsite is going to fire, as example. You can also use it as low ammo or no ammo. I hope it speaks for itself, the title. So when we disconnect and we say have no ammo, you see it will turn on. That's because the Samsite has no ammo on it. So this is the setup of smart notification. If you are unknown with how you compare the smart switch and the smart alarm, it's quite simple. It requires the wire tool that you have holding on, and then hold the use key and say pair with device. And that's the same way as the smart switch, holding the use key and then go to pair with device. This is the way you can use the smart connections. The last one is how you can detect when the Samsite is broken or destroyed. That's going to the pass-through. So we're going to use the blocker of it, and also the smart switch again, and the smart alarm. First off, it's required to have at least two main power, one to the Samsite and one to the blocker. So for this tutorial I will use the power output, but you can also use another branch to give only the amount that's necessary for the blocker. This one is going to the power in. Now you see it has both green lights, so there is nothing that blocks the blocker, and then we're going to power in. You see it will continuously notifying you with the message that you have noticed on it. The last step is, you see here pass through. So if you have set up this to the block pass through, it blocks the power and you don't get a message. You will get a message when this Samsite is destroyed. But first of all, it's also necessary to increase the power a bit more if you have not only using the destroyed option, but also using the firing, or the has target option. So if you are using the has target and the destroyed option, you will need at least 27 or more power to be sure that both functions will work. So that means now the pass-through will be 2, but when has target is also in use, it will use 1 for has target and 1 for pass-through in case if it's necessary. So in this example you see that I will not get a message about, hey, Samsite is destroyed. So when we destroy the Samsite, you will see that I will get a notification that the Samsite that I have connected is destroyed. So this was the video about how to set up a Samsite with different options about it. Very basic way, and only the option for using one Samsite. I will make another video how you can make multiple Samsites working with smart alarm, but not like 20 smart alarms for 20 Samsites. But I will explain that in the next video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.